Hey, this is Mike with the One Stop Co-op Shop, featuring a game that I just got and I'm having so much fun with that I just had to show it off. This game is called, and forgive me using the rulebook, Super Skill Pinball 4K'd. The 4K'd part means they have 4 different pinball tables, each with their own unique mechanics. I polled our Patreon supporters and they went for Dragon Slayer, which is the third board, so the third most complicated, basically. I'm going to quickly summarize the basics of play and then get into a full playthrough with 3 rounds, but feel free to use the timestamps to skip the rules or jump to any one of the rounds. And if you like the content at the One Stop Co-op Shop, please subscribe to the channel, listen to our podcast every week, join the conversation at our Discord channel, and consider supporting us through Patreon for some nice perks. So set up to play solo, there basically is none. You just pick which table you want to play, you get the backboard, which would normally be above it, but here I have everything just in sight of the camera. You have 2 dice, you need 1 pinball, and you might get a second one in a multi-ball situation. Need your handy-dandy dry erase marker. And Dragon Slayer, unlike any of the other ones, actually does have a little extra step of setup. I have to pick one of the level 1 spells, and these are each skill shots, which are going to let me manipulate one of the dice later on to a 1, a 3, or a 5. So I'll take an imp familiar that'll give me a skill shot 5. Let me change a die to a 5 later on in the game. And that's it for setup. Let's get to the rules. So the game is played over the course of 3 rounds, and a round ends basically when your ball cannot be saved and falls down underneath the flippers. At the beginning of each round, your ball will start on the start space. Now from this starting point, we get to the core mechanic of the game, which is rolling 2 dice, and then choosing one of the values rolled to place your ball onto. And to do that, you have to be able to fill a square on a space you can reach. From the start space, you're going to go to one of these 2 bumpers. You'll see they have all the digits represented. But when you move somewhere, you'll cross that box out, which means it won't be available to move to. So like if I had filled out all but the 1 here, only a 1 would let me move up there. And filling in each of the boxes will have different benefits. A lot of times you'll have something happen when you filled in all the boxes for a given set. Like these 12 are a set altogether, these 3 are a set, these 4, these 2, that one is a set unto itself, those 2 are a set. You get the idea. Now once you're on a space, you'll roll the dice again. Whenever you move after the start, you need to pick a space that is at least 1 level lower to where you currently are. So if I'm currently in this place, you can kind of see the white line there. I would have to pick the scroll with my 4 or 6, so I could go to like that 6 space there. Or I could go down 1 further and pick a 4 or a 6 spot in here. Or I could even go all the way down to the flippers. The flippers are your last resort, and only when you start on them can you go up to a higher level. So once all these flipper spots are filled, or if you can't get the right one to save yourself, you're going down and starting another round. Now to quickly go through the extra mechanics for the Dragon board specifically, you'll see these little arrows from the bumpers. So you can go from this bumper either to the 1-2 for experience, the 3-4. You can go from the 3-4 up to here. You can also go to the 5-6. So they kind of have some movement within the level, but that's the only instance of that. All the rest of these you'd have to drop down afterwards. For each bumper here, you'll see this little copper star. That just lets you fill in 1 point, and you're just trying to get the highest score you can before you run out of rounds. For each of these you fill, though, you get a silver star, which you fill out down here. And basically, silver stars are worth 2 victory points instead of 1, because each of these spaces is worth 2. But it's a blue star because you only score it when you complete this one up here, the Dragon one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Those are each individual spaces just with 2 values you can go into for them. And when you fill all 3 of those boxes, you immediately score the Horde, which is double the number of spaces you've checked off from your silver coins. And you can theoretically do that multiple times in a round. So if you can get a bunch of silver coins and then do several Horde results, you'll be swimming in points. Now something else about sets, once you've filled out every single square in a set, and all sets will have these single dark line borders, then you erase them all and they're available again. So if I got all of these and all of these, all 12, that would erase. All 3 here, once I did all 3 of them, that would erase. Same thing for Dragon. So to talk about the others, whenever you fill out XP, your character levels up. You'll see you get to check the next box. So I'd go to level 2, then 3. I gain the indicated number of victory points. And I immediately get to check one of the spells of that level. We'll get to them later. The Rat and the Goblin are super simple. The Rat gets you 1 victory point, and he's a set unto himself, so you can always get him back. The Goblin, you have to check 2 different ones, but he gets you 3 victory points. And Scroll, you see, has 1 through 6 represented. When you fill it out fully, you get 1 silver coin, and you learn a new spell that is your level or less. Rest, when you fill it out fully, and you'll see you get a victory point for each one you fill out. You get all your spells back, because basically to go through spells now, all of the white box ones you can use at any time, and they're basically just manipulation of your die values. But once you use them, you fill in the little shape next to the box that shows you know it. And resting is the only way to get them back and be able to use them all again. So if I had like 5 spells and I'd use them all, if I go to the rest space and fill that all the way, I erase all of the marks and I get all my spells back. Now some spells are purple, they're extra powerful, but the only way to use them is to fill in the 2 spots of cast, which again will also give you a victory point each time. And you'll see that both rest and cast give you some silver coins as well for the horde. Finally, there are a few special things on the flipper spaces, and this is true for all of the boards. You'll see 2 and 5 get you 2 victory points or 2 silver coins when you go down them. 1 and 6 give you 2 victory points for every single other space you filled in on that color, but they also end your round, so you want to try to use those when you've kind of exhausted all the rest of your options. Oh, and one thing I didn't say about flippers, the red and the yellow are important. If you're on the red one, when you bounce up on your next turn, you have to pick a spot that is accessible from the red side. You'll know that in Pinball, the left one tends to send you to the right, the yellow one tends to send you to the left. So here I could go to Dragon, I could go to the Goblin. Scroll is either color. You'll see it's kind of red and yellow in there. Or I could go to Cast. If I was on yellow, I could go up to either of the bumpers. I could go to the Rat. I could go to Rest. I could also go to Scroll. And the EXP one is not accessible except from the bumpers with that little lateral movement I already talked about. And that's about it. There are the special things from some of the spells, like a multi-ball. If we get to level 4, I'll try to show that to you. You'll see how well we do. But I'm going to check off round 1, and let's get going. The first I get a 3 and a 4, and I like the idea of getting silver coins more. So let's check off the 4. Put my ball there, mark for a silver coin. And by the way, there is a way to cheat and change your die results by nudging, and you have the chance of tilting the board and losing your round. We'll get to that when I want to do it. All right, next, see if we can get some purple. Nice, 4 and 6. So that's great. I can get the 6 and then maybe go back to the yellow in a second. 6 and 2. Sure, let's come back to the 6 for now. Get another silver. 2, 5. So I need a 3 or 4 to stay up here. So I could nudge and risk a tilt, but it's pretty early for that. I think I'll just drop down. So I can do scroll or hit the goblin with the 5. I think I like the scroll, and I'll prefer the 2 over the 5 since I have the power to change a die to a 5. 1, 4. Gotta drop down again. I don't have any purple spells to cast yet, so I think, I guess setting up resting first makes more sense. So I'll do the 4. 1 victory point from the copper star there. And 3, 5. I have to fall down here now. Let's go and use the 5. And I'll be optimistic and get 2 silver coins. So I'm on a yellow, probably going to go back up to the bumpers and EXP. Okay, 5, 6. Now, I'd actually rather be on these ones. So let's use the 6 and get just a regular victory point. Hoping for a 1, a 2, or a 3, 4. Or neither of those. Oh wait, actually a 4, that's fine. So I'll go up to EXP. A 2, so I could go up there or down there. But I want to get over to there next. So let's go back down. 3rd victory point. Come on, a 1 or 2. Yes! So with the 1, I finish off the E, and that immediately erases the whole set. And I'll level up to level 2, gaining a victory point. And I can pick the grow ability to add 1 to a die, the shrink ability to decrease a die by 1, or fear, a purple ability for cast. And that'll make for the rest of the round, rats and goblins worth times 3 victory points. So the rat would be 3 and the goblin would be 9. And the question is, do I want to have a purple spell to cast? I think for now, having dice manipulation is better. I'm going to get shrink. Oh, double 6s. So I can't go to the bumper, unfortunately. But I can go to the scroll. Double 1s. I guess I'll keep working on rest. It's up to 5 points now. And double 2s. What the heck? Well, I'll go ahead and get my other one that's worth bonuses. And let's keep plinking away at the silver. And I'm on the red now, so I'm definitely going to go for the dragon. 2 and 5. I can always use my imp familiar spell for the 5. So let's cross off the 2 if it's not a sure thing. And now I just have to drop down. There's no lateral movement here. 1 and a 6. I guess I can keep on working on that scroll. And by the way, a quick note, the only things that are going to get erased at the end of each round are dash spaces. So that means all of the flippers will come back, and also all the horde will go away. So whatever I haven't scored will be worthless to me. But my spells will hang around, my unfinished things, like if I get dragon not all the way, those will still be there. 2 and 6. I could get rest and just have the 3 left. Although the 3 being a singleton is not doing me any favors. And I guess actually the rest isn't very useful if I haven't used any spells, so let's get on that. 3 and 6. I like to check off the exterior ones that are singletons, so let me get the 3 and go back up toward the dragon again. Alright, here we go. Might have to use a spell, or not. Actually, I am going to use my shrink spell. I'll decrease that 5 to a 4, and that'll get me to the middle one, and then I have my imp familiar to make sure I get the 5 next time I go up there. Okay, now 3 and 6. So good, I can do the scroll. Although I could just drop all the way down to rest. But I haven't used my other spell yet. I don't think it's too important. Oh, beautiful. Okay, so I'm going to get the rest anyway. So that gets me a regular victory point. I get 3 coins. And I erased all my used spells, so just shrink in this case. And then because that was a set, I erase all the marks, so rest is available again. Alright, 2 and 3. I guess I'm going to go down to a yellow and get some more silver before I fire off the dragon. So let's go to the 2-3 space here. 1-3. Perfect, I can go up there. Let's go for the 3, I think. That gets me 1 silver, so that'd be 20 points if I scored the horde. Okay, 1-4. Perfect, I can get the 4 and then hopefully come back to there. 4, 6, I could use a shrink again to make the 6 into a 5. Let's do that. I want to save the 5 automatic for the dragon. So I'm up there for another silver. See if I can get a 5 and 6 to go to the purple. Ah, yes, I did. So almost leveling up again. Okay, 6 and a 1. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and get this one. So you'll see now there's no way for me to stay up here. I'll have to drop next round. All right, 1 and 6. Can't do the scroll with either of those. So I guess I'd rather drop towards the goblin. 4 and 5. I still don't have a purple spell to cast. So let's get the harder to roll one for rest. And that's 1 point. Okay, 1 and 5. 1 will get me to yellow. I kind of still want to save my dragon one. So sure, let's come down here. All right, so I would love to get something in this circle to then get the other EXP. 3 and 6. Yep, the 3 would work. That's just a regular point. Ah, darn, but no 1 or 2. So let's see, where am I going to go with that result? Oh, I can go down to the scroll and get a 4. So almost got the scroll. Now I can get a 5 with my Imp Familiar. 1 and 2. I guess we'll start resting again. 1 and 2 again. Uh-oh. This is not good. So I could nudge it. How nudging works is you can change one of the dice as much as you want, but you write down the value you changed it. So like if I put this to a 4 to get down there, I'd have to write down 2 nudge. Now check off one of the boxes. You can only do it 3 times per game entirely for all 3 rounds. But then on the very next roll, if the difference between the dice is less than your nudge value, so like if I had written down a 2 and then I rolled a 1 and a 1 or a 1 and a 2 where the difference is less than that 2 because that's a 1 difference, then the round immediately ends and I don't get any more points. So I've got 2 options here. I can nudge and then hope I get the dragon, or I can use my Imp Familiar and also hope I get the dragon. I'll go for the Imp Familiar and then just hope I roll a 5 or a 6 naturally. So we'll go down here to the 5, 6. Here we go, come on. 1 and a 2 is not a 5 or a 6. I guess I'll go up to the bumper for 1. It's maybe pretty bad. Give me a 1 or 2 to get me another modification spell. Yes! So I do level up. Level 3, 2 more points. And let's see, I can get Dark Tendril to flip a die or Transmogrify to give plus or minus 1 to a die. Or I can get Raise Dead, which means if I cast the spell, I get 2 ball saves, which means I can check those instead of a flipper and put myself on any color. Pretty great, but there's no way I'm going to get cast off in time. Let me try Transmogrify. All right, if I get a 5 or a 4, I can come back to the bumpers. There we go. And let's go back to EXP. Yes, I can with the 4. And hey, maybe I can get the 2 and then the 4 at some point and just finish these off. Or no. Oh, the 5 will get me the goblin though. Ah, it'll give me the scroll. I'd rather do that. So I get 1 silver and I learn another spell of any level I have access to. I think I'll get Dark Tendril. Having both of those should give me a pretty good shot at getting exactly what I need. Here we go, down towards rest. 4 and 6, yes. I'm saving all my spells for surviving down here, trying to get that 6 and then go to the dragon. That's kind of a tall order. Well, let's see how we do. Oh, crud, crud, crud. I could flip the 3 to a 4 and get on the yellow safely. But let's go for broke. I'm going to use Transmogrify to move this down to a 1. And then Dark Tendrils to flip it to a 6. You can modify the same die more than once. So I safely get on the red, and now I have a, what is it? A 5 or 6 on either die. That's like a 50-50 chance about. Come on, baby, give me that horde. Yes! So I get the dragon, then I erase all of those. And now even if I die in a moment, that feels like a pretty successful run. Oh, I forgot to erase that scroll. So I'm getting 10, 20, 26 points. Awesome. So I'll skip the spot so I have less to erase, but there we go. We're up to, what is that, 41? So not like some amazing value, but again, I should be able to do better as I go through later rounds with more levels. 5 and a 4. I'd rather keep on working on scrolls than get the goblin. Now, if I'm lucky, I'll get a rest and get all my spells back, and that will, I mean, either way, I'm probably going to die in a second. But come on, give me a 3. Yes! Doubles, I love it. So I get a point there. I get all my spells back and 3 silver coins. Although those are going to be basically useless because there's no way I'm getting 3 dragon results with no red bumper spaces or flipper spaces left. But with all my spells, I should definitely be able to get on the yellow and at least mess around a bit. So 3, 3, I need plus 1. I guess Dark Tendril to do that or Transmogrify. Let's go with I guess Dark Tendrils and flip it to a 4. So that's it for flippers. I am not coming back down here unless I get a 1 or a 6 for the extra points, hopefully. But let's try to get a 2 or a 4 and then bounce over to EXP. Okay, that's neither of those. I guess I can shrink the 5 down to a 4. That'll give me that one at least. And now there's no way for me to get up to that one to clear them all. But I can get over EXP at least. If I roll a 1 or a 2. And yeah, plus or minus 1 won't make a difference. But I can get the 5 of scroll. And then start off resting again, I guess. 1 or 3, let's get the 3. And now here's the important one, I need a 1 or a 6 to get the points from that. Although I guess with Imp Familiar and Transmogrify, I can do it no matter what. Or I don't need to worry about it, we'll do the yellow one. So we check that off and we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 points total. So 51 on my first round, not terrible I guess. And at the end of the round, I again get rid of all of the dash lines. So that includes all of these, and unfortunately all of my horde buildup. But I don't get my cast spells back, I don't get any of these things back, so hopefully I'll roll a 1 or a 2 right off the bat there. And here we go, let's send another ball up. Right, come on, 1 or 2. Yes, I do have Transmogrify, so I can change that 1 into a 2. And that will get me a silver, and more importantly, clear all of that out so I can bounce back and forth and gain EXP more frequently. Now, let's see if we can get a 5 or a 6. No, I could use Imp Familiar. And yeah, I think I'm going to, because rest comes pretty easily, I saw. Alright, now anything will get me back over there for another silver. 2 or 4, I guess I'll go for the 4. And about to drop down, hopefully to the scroll, yes. Sorry, Goblin and Rat, you're just not valuable enough to me. And let's see, yes, awesome. I can get the interior one that I think is always going to be harder to get. And almost be rested again. And it's so lovely to have all these back. Let's see, I don't really need to start working on the dragon yet. Yeah, I'd rather go to yellow for now, so let's use the 4. Here we go, popping back up. 3 and 6. Let's go to the 6 up here. Now we just want that 1 or 2. We have no spells to help us. Come on! No. So 4 or 6. Okay, I can do the 6 on the scroll. And now we have a really good chance of getting a rest. Almost assured for this one. Yep, there we go, 6. Back down to the bumpers again. 1 or a 2. Guess I'll keep using yellow. Right, come on. Well, I don't know what I'm saying come on for. This is definitely going to happen. I'll go up to the 1. Now here's where I need to say come on. I need that EXP. Yes! So we're at level 4 now, 3 points. And we can get Phantasm, which is the multi-ball. And I love this, so I'm definitely checking that one, just so y'all can see it in action. You get a second ball on the board, you use 1 die for each ball, it's just insanity. Oh, double 5, I guess I'll do that bumper. And nice, I can go to the 2 and then hopefully bounce back here and just do EXP in one go. Yes, I got it with the 4. Oh, I need a 3-4 to get up there, come on. No. Oh, but 2 will get me a scroll, I love it. Now, if I don't get a 1 or 2, I can start on cast to cast my Phantasm. And I didn't. So we'll do the first one. There we go. All right, and now I guess I'll probably have to go to a red. 1 or 5. Well, I guess I could go down here again. Yeah, let's do it. And I guess I'll get 2 silver. Oh, double 6. Crud. I could go up there. That's right. That's fine. Okay, and then 3, 4. That's not necessarily the result I wanted, but I guess it's okay. Let's see if I can get right back. Yes, with the 5, we'll do it. And now if I can roll the exact same thing, that'd be awesome. Give me a 5 or a 6. No! Oh, I could tilt. I haven't used it yet, so let's go ahead. All right, so I'm clicking one of my nudge boxes. I put a 1 here, and since it has to be less than the nudge, the only way I can crap out here is if I roll the same exact die, if I roll doubles. But before we get to that, we gain the EXP bonus. So I'm now max level 5, getting 4. And you'll see from now on, if I level up, I get 5 points and learn any spell I want. So invisibility, this lets me score the horde when I finish casting. I mean, that's amazing. But Radiant Blast lets me erase all the bumpers and get an entire another set of turns. I feel like that'll make the video too long, even if it might be the best one. So you know what, let me go ahead and get the invisibility one. Alright, coming back out. Or, no I'm not. And I can't go to the scroll with it. I don't have any modifications, so I guess I'll get the goblin. Hey, good for you, buddy. So I erase both and get 3. Come on, 1 or 2 for the rest. Yes! Or wait, I could cast. I do want to show you multi-ball, but I need all my spells back. I'll get it to you soon, I promise. So I get 1 victory point, 3 silver, all my lovely mitigation spells back. Okay, falling back down. 1 or 3. Let's go for the 3 over here. And now I guess I'll start hitting the dragon. 2 or 2, give me a lot of choice there. Okay, then I got a 1 and 4. Beautiful. I got the scroll. That is awesome. So too many purples seems silly. I'm going to get command that lets me change any die to whatever value I want. Plus I get a silver. Okay, now let's show you the multi-ball. So I get to cast a purple. I get a victory point. I get 2 silver. And I'll go ahead and cast Phantasm. Although I guess I could do invisibility, but let's try to build up some more silver. So how this works is I immediately put a second ball on the start space. And now whenever I roll the 2 dice, 1 goes to one ball, 1 goes to the other. But all of my point gains and silver gains are doubled. The only thing that's not doubled is the horde itself. Woo, here we go. 4 and 5. So either one's going to get me down here. But for him, ooh, he can't get to anything with a 4 or 5? Well, we've got a lot of spells now. Let's use a shrink to make it a 3. And then I will come down here to the 5. Going again. 4 and 6. Nice, the 4 will get me dragon, and he can do the 6 for the EXP. Now 1 and a 3. I guess he doesn't care much, but the 1 is great. 2 and 6. He didn't get a 3 or 4. I might want to change that. Definitely going to send him down to the cast to do another purple spell. So I guess he can just fall down to the scroll. Well, or just +1. Yeah, okay, you know what? I got so many spells. Let's use a Transmogrify to make it into a 3. Oh, and I forgot. I should be getting double. So we went there for a silver, there for another silver. So that's 2 more silver. And then I went up to Dragon, down to Scroll, and then here I did get a victory point, so that's +1. Sorry about that. Alright, a 5 and a 6. The 6 will get me to the red, set up for the Dragon shot. How about the 5? Oh, I didn't even check. Gosh, I hope I didn't nudge. I don't think I did. But yeah, that goes away after the 1 round, so we'll see if I cheated when I look back at the footage. Okay, so that was a 6, so he's got a 5. I would need to go down by 2, or I could flip it to 2, right? With Dark Tendrils, let's do it. That's 2 victory points with a double. I feel like this round's about to end. Let's try to get some more points. Alright, here we go. I want the 5 and 6 naturally, so I don't have to use any spells. Okay, or not. Alright, so I'll go ahead and command 1 die to get the 1-2 for the EXP, and I'll go ahead and Imp Familiar the other die to get to the dragon. So that means I get the Horde not doubled for 30 points, which just put me to 103, so I'm going to mark 100 down here and get rid of everything else except 3. Then for EXP, I'm going to get 10 more victory points. Remember, it's doubled. And I get to learn any spell. And I know I should get Radiant Blast, but again, I think that might just push this one into kind of endless territory, so I'll get Fireball and be a little dumb. Alright, that was fun, but I'm basically out of spells, so if I hit cast on the way down to score the Horde again, that would be beautiful. Okay, 2 and 6. So they can both get a scroll. Let's do that. And 4 and 5. Are you serious? Huh. Alright, well, they'll both go to rest to get me set up for more spells. And that'll be 4 more points. And let's see if I can keep them both in play. Or neither of them? What? Okay, well, I guess the good thing is I'm getting the 1 and the 6, but, jeez. Yeah, I don't have any spells that can help me. That was dumb. So I'm getting a double this, so 1, 2, 3, that's 6, and double this, 1, 2, 3, so that's 12, and it's doubled to 24, and then the multi-ball is done. So there we go, up to 141. Not bad. Who am I kidding? That was terrible because I didn't ever get my Horde spell cast. Oh well. So back to the single ball for the final round. And beautiful, I got a 2, just what I wanted. And a 2, 4. I guess I want to go to the middle and try to get that 3. Give me a 3. Nice, okay, they're making up for me missing my spell a bit. So that's 1, and these are all available again. Although by taking out the middle one, I can't really bounce much for EXP. And I can't even go to the 1-2 spot. I will hit the scroll. And I wouldn't mind getting the cast for a double ball. Yep, let's do it. Alright, so multi-ball again. 1 point and 2 silver. Oh wait, I can't multi-ball. I haven't gotten it back yet. Well, you know what, then let's go ahead and use Fireball. And that'll let me fill any 2 spaces. What the hey, let's fill both of our rest spaces. So that gets me 3 and all my spells back. Which I guess includes Fireball? I'm not 100% sure about that. 2 and 6. Let's do the 6 first. Oh, no, wait, I forgot. Let's do the 2 and get 2 silver. Alright, 2 and 4. We'll do the middle space for the dragon. 1 and 2. Nice, got a scroll. And, okay, double 4. Let's start casting again. 2 and 4. I guess we'll go right here. 1 and 4. I'd rather get the silver and try to double horde it this time. 4 and 5. Lovely, got to the EXP. 1 1 and 5. Let's go over to the 5. 3 and 5. I could go -1 for the... yeah, let's go ahead and use Shrink. We'll get the scroll. 1 silver and learn a spell. I have too many purples to cast. Let's get... I don't know, I guess increase a die by 1. Grow. Double 2s. Let's cast Smart Multi-Ball. There it is. Ready for some more chaos? Okay, 2, 3. I guess I'll go down to the 3 and give him the 2. Get us 2 more silver. Oh, although, wait, I just realized I can't get the XP. That was dumb. Okay, so I got a... oh, man. Alright, well, if I want to get Dragon, I have to go down by 1. Yeah, so let's use, I guess, Transmogrify. Or I could use my Imp Familiar. Nah, let's use Transmogrify. So that'll make his a 2. And for this guy, I guess I'll hit the scroll on the way down. Oh, geez, double 3s again. Glad I'm not trying to nudge. Let's have him cast for 2 points. And I can't do the scroll. I can't cast either. Well, sure I can with my Grow. So we'll go ahead and cast another purple spell. So that's 2 more points and 4 silver. Do I want to take a chance? Do I want to risk not casting all my spells? No, I think I'm pretty safe. So let's do Fireball first. And actually, I think I'm going to fill Dragon and EXP. That seems to make sense. So Dragon will score the Horde, which will be a 38. So I'm up here. And EXP will give me 10 victory points and a new spell. So I'll be right there. And I'm still not going to pick Radiant Blast, because I had to see that, making this one a bit of a slog. This is the only board that has that kind of thing. But sure, let's get Summon Dragon to add 8 more silver coins. And just trust that we'll get the Dragon or the invisibility again. Here we go. 2 and a 6. Okay, so I guess I'll do the 2 for him onto yellow and the 6 for him onto red. 2 and 5. Now those will get me silver. So let's go ahead and do the 2 for the Dragon. Although, I guess I'm never going to be able to fill that, am I? Well, that was silly. And then for the 5, let's get the regular victory points. Almost a 200. 3 and 4. I don't really want him to do the bounce in already, but that's okay. And then I'll use the 4 for a scroll. Now suddenly the Goblin and Rat seem more attractive. Okay, cast. I got to get off one of these purple spells. So let's see. 1 and 6. We can go the 6 there and the 1 here. And that gets us to 201. Okay, 1 and a 5. I can go over there for EXP, although I don't know if I'll ever use it. And then the 1 I can get on the yellow. Okay, that's pretty good, I guess. I'm alive. Alright, 4 and a 2. 2 I can do the scroll, though again it probably won't matter much. And the 4 or the 2, well, I think I'm going to get the Dragon off with the cast, so let's go for a bigger Horde. So use the 4 there, 2 more there, and then he can go to the 2 here. And by the way, you choose the order the balls resolve, so like if I get a 1-2 here to clear EXP, then he can use it. And I did, nice. So we'll go there and clear it up. That's 10 victory points in a spell. Now I'll get some more skill shots. Let's get a 3. And then he gets the 6 over here. 1 and a 5. Neither one will help him. So actually, I think... oh, if I give him the 1 to do the rat. Alright, I'll send him against the Goblin, see if we can get lucky later. And the 1 gets me 2 victory points. Okay, I can use the 4 for him to cast, which I think I want to do. So sure, he's coming down here. 2 victory points. And 4 more silver with the doubling. Now, I don't think I need to cast Invisibility yet. I can cast Summon Dragon this time. He can hit that on his way down, and then again on his way up and down. So that gets me 16 more silver. So wow, almost full. That's great. Oh crap, which one did I use for him? I think it was the 4. So I think I have the 2 free for this. If I got that wrong, I apologize. Let's see if this guy stays in. Oh, do I want him to stay in? Well, yeah, I guess he can be the one to hit it. So, okay, he got a 5. Oh, there we go. Awesome. That was actually a really good thing. And yeah, let's get 2 more silver. Just keep on pumping it up. And then the 1 for him does nothing. I could get one of those. Sure, let's use, well, I don't want to waste it. I guess it's okay. I'm going to use my Cat Familiar to get the final 3 over here. It's 2 more silver. I guess I'm not going to be able to get above 100. Okay, a 2 and a 6. So neither of those lets me do that. What do I still have? Flip a die, change a die to any number. But I gotta get the cast right. But sure, let's flip this to a, what is it, 2 to a 5? Oh, that wouldn't do it. I could use command. Okay, probably a terrible idea. I'll command this into a 3-4 for the EXP. So I'll get that for 10 more and another spell. I guess skip the last familiar. And this guy will get the 3 and 2 victory points. See how long we can stay alive. Okay, 3-4. Oh, there is a 4, so he can come down to that. This guy can go up to the 3, I guess. 1-2. So okay, he'll get the 1-2 and try to come back there. And this guy can use the 1 to get the rat for just 2 more victory points. 1-5. Could boost that to a 6, but no, I only have Dark Tendrils left. That's okay. He'll do the 5 to cast this. And then I've got the Toad Familiar for the 1 to guarantee. It's 2 more points. And then I'll kill the rat again for 2 more. Now, let's see if I can get a 1 or a 6 for this guy to fall into. Nice. And then I can use the 2 for the cast. Awesome. So I'll have him fall in here. That'll get me, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 8 multiplied by 2, 16. But he's gone. But then I am casting the spell. So that's 2 points. I fully fill silver. And then I'll cast invisibility for a sweet 100. And that's pretty much going to be it. I'm going to get 1 more bounce potentially, and then I guess see what I can do with that. Nice, I did get a 5. And I forgot about the ball save spell. I probably should have gotten that. I can't get up to the dragon, and yeah, there's no way for me to make that happen. So 1-6. I guess I'm going to go and just hit the goblin for 3. Because the double is gone without the multi-ball. Okay, and really nothing much here, so I just have 2 chances to get a 1. Oh, and there we go. I didn't need them. I forgot I had all these familiars and stuff, but it doesn't really matter. I'll just drop straight down to the 1. Well, hold on. I can guarantee a 1. I might as well get 1 more point. And now... Yep, 3 and 4. Whatever. I'll use my Toad Familiar. Turn it into a 1. That'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, so 8 points. And that is the end of my 3rd round. And I actually never used 2 more nudges. I was just kind of scared to. So 367? This is the first time I've played this one, so no context for whether that is a good score or not. But this was Super Skill Pinball 4K'd. And if you'd like to hear my review for the overall solo experience for all 4 tables, click the link that just popped up. Good gaming, and I'll see you at the next stop.